Gamecast Network.
Hey. All right. It's a video game show. It's a video game show. It's not a game show about videos. It's a video game show.
Welcome to the Gamercast Network video game show for Sunday, May 10th, 2009. I'm Chad. This is episode 141, and this week for the roll call, a question from Simpsons fan. In what game did you wish the villain killed the character you were playing because you did not like the character you were playing? And joining us on this Mother's Day is Ivan.
Kid Icarus, because he's a fat little... Was he the fat little cherub guy, or was that...
Yeah, no, he was a little cherub guy.
Yeah, he was the little cherub guy. Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. Yeah, I didn't like that game, and I didn't like the fat little cherub guy, because he's fat and cheruby.
You had something against fat people?
Fat cherubs, yes.
Oh, okay. I'm down with that clown.
Okay. And also joining us is Keith.
Ash from any Pokemon game.
Oh.
I hate that little bastard and his can-do attitude.
But he never fights the villain.
But you're the character. I mean, I want his Pokemon to destroy you. Something. Just get him some way.
Have his Pokemon turn against him?
Yeah, see, that would be good. A close runner-up, though, was the kid from Blue Dragon.
Yeah, I was thinking that one, too.
That kid's annoying as all hell, but I think Ash takes him in the annoyance category.
Okay, see, I'm very self-deprecating. One person I feel they always should kill in the game is me. And since in most games you're not playing as yourself except for MMOs, because in MMOs you create your own character.
Sure.
So, I hope that in every MMO the enemies try and kill me.
Wow. That's
kind of twisted.
Yeah, that's disturbing.
Like, I'd be scared to bring a pet around you now.
I'm scared to be around me. That's
wow.
You just spend your entire life jumping from yourself.
Yes. I see him in the mirror and I just like...
Him?
Yeah.
Him? Your other personality?
Boy.
Is it like Spider-Man Green Goblin guy talking in the mirror to himself?
Yep. I hate that mother. That guy should just... He's annoying, lame. He's not very smart either. I have to... Well, me and him have to talk to each other to figure things out. It's confusing. It's complicated and confusing.
Oh, you know what? I just remembered I have to go...
Dude, he's in Hong Kong. He can't hurt us yet.
He has people here that he knows still.
His other self.
He never said that he brought him with him to China. He could still be in Cleveland.
No, he's here. He's right next to me. He's fine.
Oh, whew, okay.
This week on the Gamercast Network. Tune in to Podtacular for the biggest stories in the unofficial Halo universe. Podtoid's 100th episode will be a listener call-in extravaganza. We give instructions on how to call in, but the show will probably have finished recording by the time you hear this. Still, it'll be good. Sean Connery, he could beat up Chuck Norris because Europe is better. Now stop crying and listen to Destructoid's Britpop podcast, The Podcastle. Tune in to Uncle Gamer Radio for their special brand of humor. Check out Gamertag Radio for the perfect union of music and video games. Discover the community that brings you all these great podcasts and more at GamerCastNetwork.com.
Next topic.
Let me do my little note I want to do from last week about Puzzle Kingdoms.
Sing it on the mountain, brother.
No, I just wanted to say that no one should buy this game.
No one.
Really, no one.
Well, there's no challenge to it.
Oh, is it really as broken as you think it's been broken?
It's broken as I think it's been broken. I had thought this when we were recording the show last week, and then I confirmed everything. There's no way to lose in that game. You can't lose.
Sweet.
If you lose, you're an idiot. Okay, you know in Puzzle Quest, when you lose a battle, it doesn't hurt you at all.
Yeah, there's no real negative effect.
Other than you have to do it all over again.
So in this game, remember they're trying to do that Heroes of Might and Magic kind of force-on-force battles. So you have men, and you have a hero. Now, if you lose a battle, that means all your men died. And once your men die, your hero just kind of goes, okay, there's nobody left to lead, I'm going to go leave. So he leaves. And then you have to go pay money to get him back. So when you lose in battles, it hurts you. There's a reason not to lose. Now, what you can do in battles is retreat from any battle you want to. For the enemy to attack you, it basically requires him 2 turns. He has to charge up his guys and then attack. So you can see the attack coming. So you have a chance to hit the retreat button right before he attacks. If you retreat from a battle, there's no penalty. You don't lose anything. You don't lose any money. You don't lose any experience. And since there's no enemy walking around during your other turn, in Heroes of Might and Magic or Warlords, you have the enemy turn. Since there is no enemy turn, you can quit a battle without a problem and come right back in.
I wonder if they didn't think that would be an issue when they were playtesting that game. I'm just talking doesn't have any wandering bad guys to take back any of its villages.
Yeah, even in Puzzle Quest, you could lose castles that you sieged. It's like the opposite. There's no penalty for losing battles, but there is a penalty if you don't keep up all your stuff. This is just the opposite. There's penalty for losing battles, but no penalty for not ever joining one.
See, you need penalties for that kind of stuff. Well, in a strange way, they're even nice when they're really kind of crippling, but I don't, even if they're not crippling, you still need something. I just remember with Asheron's Call, how huge of a pain in the ass it was, because if you died, you just dropped random items you're carrying. So you could drop your armor and your sweet sword, and you actually have to go back to your corpse to get it. And if you died again, then you had another corpse you had to go back to and get. And there wasn't a little tombstone pointing, hey, this way to my corpse. And then you're like, I knew it was over around here somewhere. Oh.
That sucks, because for me, I always think I remember where stuff was, only to find out that I was completely wrong area. In Warcraft, I was getting the achievement where you explore all the different continents and stuff, because I was bored one day, so I was doing that, and I found this elite mob that was 30 levels below me, so I thought, that's kind of fun. I'll kill that person. I got her down to 1 hit point and she wouldn't die, and then so I looked her up and it turns out she's part of a quest that you have to use some item on to kill, and if you don't have the item, she's just at 1 hit point forever. So I actually used her to level up my weapon skills.
So she won't, does she fight back, or?
Yeah, she fights back, but I mean, when you're 30 levels above, 1 heal spell will, heal you back up again. So you could just pretty much sit there and beat on her with your weapon until you get your weapon skills up. So I did that, and then I quit the game or did whatever, and I wanted to come back and do that again with my other weapon that I had. And I was convinced that it was in this one area, and I knew it was right by a flight path, right by the entrance to this area, and I could picture everything about it, and I was convinced it was in this area, but I couldn't find her again, and I couldn't remember her name, so I couldn't look her up online to find out where she was. It turns out I was on the right continent, but I was in the completely wrong area.
You were in Chicago, and you should have been in Miami.
Right.
It's amazing how many of those little things that they've improved in MMOs since the older MMOs.
Did they ever change that in Asheron's Call?
To my knowledge, it was always just kept that way. It was a fun game, but it had its things that were really annoying.
That's probably up there on that list.
Oh, yeah, that one was up there pretty high.
Yeah, I mean, in Warcraft, the biggest incentive not to die is your equipment takes damage and you have to repair it. But when you're level 80 and you've got, over 2,000 gold sitting in your bank and you don't really have anything to spend it on, having to spend 6 gold to repair is 5 minutes worth of work to get that money back. So, you take chances and risks all the time because it's not that big a deal to die.
Yeah, and that's why I said I want some kind of a penalty, because I don't want it to just be baskets of kittens and awesome all the time. You got to have some deterrent.
Well, there is no deterrent in Puzzle Kingdoms, unless you choose to be masochistic and want to constantly lose.
I like when I lose.
Next topic.
Okay, and joining us a little bit after we started, because he obviously was with his mother on Mother's Day.
Yes, that's why.
Chris, in what game did you wish the villain killed the character you were playing as because you did not like the character you were playing as?
What's that stupid game that isn't a game where you walk the path, I think it's called?
The Graveyard one or the Path?
They're both the same. One's an old person and one's not, right?
Yeah, the Graveyard is the old lady. The Path is some young girls or something. I can't remember what it is.
Either of those, I would like them to be not just killed, but brutally butchered. And
Gang raped by a pack of midget clowns?
I don't know about that one. That's a little extreme.
Oh yeah, because butchering them is okay.
Yeah,
Rape is okay if clowns are involved.
because then it's funny.
Yeah, exactly.
Actually, I think in the graveyard, I haven't played the path, but in the graveyard, the old lady might die.
So then I might like it. Not really. Not for $10. What were the other answers?
Ash from Pokemon was mine.
That's a good one.
Ivan was the cherub from Kid Icarus.
Also a good one.
And mine is just any character I make in an MMO because I'm self-deprecating. I hate myself. So
That's a disturbing answer.
Not nearly as disturbing as the rest of the conversation that we had about it.
I will tune in this week.
Yeah, just trust us.
Next topic.
I could talk about King's Bounty for a couple minutes.
What's King's Bounty, Chad?
King's Bounty. This is... Okay, so for those that don't know, there are games like Heroes of Might and Magic and Warlords, which are, turn-based tactical games where you go around conquering realms with a little army, and then the battle itself is tactical. So those games, Heroes of Might and Magic and Warlords, were actually not the first ones of this genre. The first one of this genre was called King's Bounty. It came out a long time ago. And I guess some Russian developers got the rights to the name, and I think late last year, they made a game called King's Bounty: The Legend, which is the, kind of bringing back that whole game. So it plays a lot like Heroes of Might and Magic and Warlords, in that your hero has forces, and when you fight other people, you go into a tactical battle that's all turn-based. The tactical battles, at least I haven't played Warlords, but the battles themselves play out just like Heroes of Might and Magic. There's almost no difference. The big difference from Heroes of Might and Magic is that when you walk around, you're walking around in real time. So it's kind of like playing, I think it was Blue Dragon, where you can see the bad guys when you're walking around.
Yep.
Yeah. It plays just like that. So you're walking around in real time, and you can see the bad guys, and they can aggro you, and they can come at you, or you can go attack them. Now, the game also is on a different scale than Heroes of Might and Magic, whereas Heroes of Might and Magic and Warlords were on realms, you're conquering realms. This is more of you're not conquering the realm, you're the royal treasure hunter. And you're taking your guy around to go do quests, and as you do the quests, you get stuff to improve your guy. And your character himself has a much more deeper character system than at least Heroes of Might and Magic. In Heroes, when you leveled, every level they said, what would you like to advance, your attack or your wisdom or this or that or this or that. They always give you a choice. In this one, they have that, and also they have these skill trees. And the skill trees give you skills where you can have, if you choose the swordship skill, it makes your swordsman have a sword bash. So your skills improve your characters more than yourself, but also you have spells you can cast. This is a single-player game. It's not a multiplayer game. And in Heroes of Might and Magic, you had random boards. It would randomly make a board, and then you could walk around and do all your stuff. There isn't much randomness in this game. I think there's randomness in how the enemies spawn and how the loot is dropped, or where the loot pops up every once in a while. But for the most part, you can't just create a random board to go conquer. Not as much replay value, I don't think, the replay value comes in the fact that you can play different classes and you can choose harder difficulty settings. That's about it.
It sounds like a game I'll wait until it comes down to $10.99 or $19.99.
Yeah, see, when I bought it on sale for $10. It's a perfect game for $10. For $30, since there is no multiplayer, since there is no real randomness to anything, like random boards, seems a little much.
I'm loving to totally sideswipe your story. I'm just loving now that Steam and Impulse and these things are running deals and discounts and sales because they don't have to. And it's funny that the smaller guys, Valve as opposed to something like PSN or Xbox Live, the sales are pretty good. It's not like, here's this crappy junk that you don't really want anyway, and we're going to give you a 10% discount. It's, Team Fortress was what, $9.99 the other day or something? So kudos, Steam and Impulse. So yeah, let me know when it gets to be $19.99.
$19.99?
No? All right, $9.99.
$9.99. Well, I don't know. It actually does play pretty well. It actually does have some unique things. I think I haven't gotten to it yet, but there's a marriage system where you can marry and have a son.
He plays the same non-random generated map that you already played. And he's like, dang, all these monsters are dead already. Oh, I killed them, son.
Although apparently you can get divorced in the game, and then your wife takes most of your stuff with you.
She takes half of the map. You had 10 places you could go. Now you can only go 5 because your wife has taken them.
Next topic.
Has anyone played Plants vs. Zombies other than me?
No, I have not yet played that.
Talk Plants vs. Zombies. Tell us why we should play this game.
It's good. Sort of kind of tower defense, but in a line. So you have 5 rows across left to right. And zombies come and you plant different plants that do different things, just like a tower defense game. There's the regular thing that just shoots. There's the one that shoots ice. There's the one that later in the game it shoots 2 peas at the same time. All kinds of different types of zombies. So one's on a pogo stick and he can jump over plants. And it's got that pop cap kind of cute, the sunflowers are smiling and they're dancing, and even the zombie, he's in a pool, so he jumps on a dolphin and the dolphin's making noise and there's a zombie riding on it and you just go, what the heck am I playing? And it's $10 if you get it on Steam. There's a demo. It's free. Go try it. I give 2 thumbs up.
Can you play as the zombies?
Sort of. There's mini games and you can play as the zombies and you pick different zombies the same way that you normally pick to plant your plants. You plant your zombies and then your zombies attack. So kind of. It's not multiplayer, but I guess the answer is yes, asterisks.
Zombies on pogo sticks.
Yeah, zombies on pogo sticks, zombies. I don't want to give all of them away because that's sort of the cool ones. There's a zombie that looks like a certain popular child molester that was extremely popular in the 80s.
Ivan?
Yeah, how did you know it was a child molesting 80s guy? So it's not even worth talking about for $10. It's just go buy it. I mean, who cares about the review? Just go buy it and you can review it yourself because it's $10 and it's PopCap, and I don't know too many junky PopCap games.
Next topic.
Isn't it kind of expensive for you? Because I know iPhone games, you don't like spending more than $1.
No, $1's a good iPhone game. I'll go up to $3 if it's really good, but having been burnt by SimCity, which I paid $8 for, now it's like $4 and it's going to continue to plummet. So I'm not buying any iPhone games unless they're under probably $2, but if it's a great game, I think Field Runners, which I got my money's worth, I paid $4 for.
Yeah, $5 is kind of my cutoff. It's got to be an amazing game to pay $5 for. But something like Archon, we were just talking, they're making a Archon game for the iPhone. I would be willing to pay $5 for that.
What's the longest you've ever played a iPhone game for after the initial, oh my gosh, this is great, and then you drain your battery out? So let's say, what's the normal amount of time that you ever play a game? I mean, are you still playing things a couple hours a day every single day?
Not very many. Even the ones that I thought were amazing, like that Elemental tower defense game or whatever it was with the cards, that one was really good, but honestly, I haven't actually gone back and played. Uno I played for like 3 weeks straight, and I haven't gone back and touched it since.
And that's a large part of why I don't think they should be more. I mean, God bless EA. I hear Tiger Woods is an awesome game. I wouldn't know because I don't want to pay $10, because for me, I only play when I'm at a bus stop or while I'm waiting for Heather to finish checking out of the grocery lines. I mean, it's not like I'm sitting down. It's not my main gaming console. So a couple bucks, $3, when I'm laying in bed right before I fall asleep, I'll bring my iPhone in and play baseball or something, but nothing is worth it to be more than a couple bucks.
There's only one game I think that I was one of the first ones I downloaded, and I still play it all the time, and that's a game called Word Warp, which is kind of like you get 6 letters, and there's a predetermined number of words you have to make from those 6 letters. And it's really very simple, but it's one of those great games because there'll be like 20-30 words at most that you'll have to make before you can move on to the next level, but you can just sit there and, like, if you've got 16 seconds before you have to do something, you could, find a couple words and then turn it off and come back later. That's the one game that I have on here that I have had probably the longest, and the one that I actually still play.
I hear Keith cutting his toenails. He's bored.
Yeah, we'll move on.
Next topic.
Microsoft bought a studio.
Which one did they buy?
Microsoft bought Big Park.
Did they announce what the game was?
It's an exclusive game that will broaden the audience and be playable at E3. Yeah, it's great to broaden the audience. That's the best thing in the world. Big Park did Wizard Defense, which is a free tower defense game that you can play online. Kind of cool. I haven't played it very long. I mean, I clicked a couple buttons. And it's not even that. It's just, I'm so tired of everyone talking about broadening at E3. If I never hear broaden again, I'll be happy. I'll be okay with it.
You don't want them to broaden their audiences, to broaden their scope?
It never means what it means. Like, broaden the audience means...
Broaden the audience means get broads.
If you're a 1940s mobster.
Yeah, see?
You're gonna get some broads. Get these dames involved in these games. forums.
Yeah, see, there's a sausage party in here. We need to broaden this audience.
See, there you go. There's a good use of the word broaden.
No, I just think it's cool. It's fine, whatever. At E3, I don't care about what the audience is. Show me a cool game. I don't care who it's for. I don't care who it's by. I don't want you to pimp it up about how amazing it is and how it's going to broaden. I don't care about anyone except for me. So if I don't like it, then I don't care. Do you guys feel the same way? You don't care how wonderful something is. If it broadens or if it doesn't, it has to be a good game. It's like graphics. I don't care if it's pretty. I don't care if it's ugly. If it's fun enough for me not to care, then I don't care.
Yep, I'm with him.
It's buzzwords, man. If we were smart, we would do a bullcrap bingo app for E3, and we would have Broaden, and we would have digital downloads, and we would have all of these terms, economy, and then you could play bingo during the E3 keynotes.
Next topic.
Okay, here we go. Here's a video game related death. This is out of Russia.
Das vidanya, comrade.
Now get ready. The names are similar here. So we had 17-year-old Alexei and 14-year-old Alexander. So Alexei and Alexander. Alexei's the older one. They were regular players at a local internet cafe of Counter-Strike. Now Alexei, the older one, consistently beat Alexander.
Uh-oh.
And they always got into fights, real fist fights, over the game at the internet cafe. Now, I guess internet cafes and drinking laws are different in Russia because they apparently drank at this internet cafe.
But they don't serve water in Russia. They just give you vodka.
So they were getting vodka and playing their little Counter-Strike over there. So one night, Alexander, the younger one, the consistent loser, left. He went outside with a friend, and they waited. And then that night at 3 a.m., when Alexei, the older one, decided to go home, Alexander proceeded to beat him over the head with a brick.
Oh.
So the older one died from the injuries.
Brick to the head.
Alexander was found guilty, and he was serving now 4 years in a penal colony for minors.
You know what? I've come to the conclusion he can get away with it. If he would have just screamed brick to the head and made some sound effects when he did it, he could have gotten away with it. Because then it would have been like a move.
But that's like Murder 1, right? That's premeditated. He waited. He had the brick. And he killed him. And he only got 4 years. So I'm thinking if you're going to kill someone, go to Russia, because you only serve 4 years over there.
I guess the way the law is set up over there...
Oh, I see what you have written here. I just read that. It was short because it was considered accidental.
I guess it was considered accidental. I mean, I think it was like he was trying for serious damage, but...
I just wanted to cripple him. I didn't want to kill him.
Something along those lines, yeah. He didn't know he was going to kill him.
My bad. Oh, I'm sorry. Gosh. Oh, your head keeps accidentally hitting my brick.
Oh, look at that. Yeah, you're bleeding quite a lot there.
Wait,
sorry.
stop. See, right there is where he was supposed to stop bleeding, and now he's still bleeding, and this has just gone beyond what it was supposed to be. In Russia, face stronger than brick. I did not think it would hurt him.
Next topic.
Mailbag. And then when people lean in, because they're like, what are they saying? Mailbag!
How do you lean in with a podcast unless you're using speakers?
You like turn it up and you're going, I can't hear what he's saying. He's saying something. And then you say it real loud like that. But it won't work because Chad's actually nice and does sound leveling. So it'll just sound like this, mailbag, and then you yell mailbag, and people will go, what? I don't get the joke. That's totally not funny because Chad edited it too well.
Okay, here's a question. Hello, I'm Tiger...
Hi.
I'm... Okay, that wasn't me, that was... Okay, okay.
Well,
fine.
we were saying hi to him.
I'm Tiger Strike from the forums, and I have a few questions for you. My first question is for Phil. Why are you so quiet?
Why are you so quiet, Phil?
He's just answering.
There you go.
That's right there, so why he's so quiet.
Good answer, Phil. Good job. Well put together, thought out.
Excellent soliloquy right at the end there, too.
My second question is for you all, but it's a roll call question. So, Tiger Strike, wait, you'll get your answer later. And finally, this is probably directed more towards Chris. Chris, what games could you recommend for the PlayStation 3?
This is directed towards Chris because it has right here, Chris, :
Well, no, I'm not near my PlayStation 3 right now, and you have been playing PlayStation 3.
Little Big Planet is great. The Bigs, the show, if you like baseball and even if you don't, is great. And Killzone 2 is pretty good. Fat Princess will be great when it comes out. And I think that's 4. That's $240 worth of goodness, right?
Next topic.
I got a mail from Jimmy. Jimmy wants to know what game you're looking forward to that's coming out soon. There is no Jimmy. I'm just curious what game you guys are. There's nothing been new or great or amazing that's come out recently.
Blood Bowl, baby.
Blood Bowl. And Ivan?
Next patch of Warcraft.
Yeah.
Is it not me then? Is it that there's not as many games? I mean, I know it's a downtime and stuff, but it just seems like...
No, there's a lot of games. I mean, I'm looking forward to Jumpgate when it comes out next month.
Okay, Jumpgate Evolution, right?
That's the sci-fi flying outer space MMO.
I guess I'm looking forward to Archon for the iPhone. I loved Archon. It was such a good game.
There's that Infamous coming out, supposed to be decent.
Yeah, Infamous, Prototype, Fat Princess, StarCraft.
StarCraft 2 will be good. Diablo 3, but that's still not 4.
Oh, God. Diablo 3. Holy cow.
That's a long ways off, dude.
That's a long ways off, unless there's some magic going to happen at the BlizzCon this year.
I'll be married before that one's out.
And that was Video Game Show episode number 141 for Sunday, May 10th, 2009, Mother's Day. Any ham sandwiches or shared dream pies to give to the world peoples?
I'd like to give a ham sandwich to Chad's mom for Mother's Day.
Ham sandwich to all moms.
Yeah, ham sandwiches to all of the companies who have made new companies. So like Ensemble, they're doing an iPhone game now. So ham sandwich to you if you were laid off and then landed on your feet. And Cheddar Dream Pie if you were laid off.
And as usual, send your comments, questions, queries, concerns, or a roll call question to the mailbag at mailbag@videogameshow.org. Skype us at videogameshow or call us at 320-300-GAME. That is a stay-on long-distance call and all normal fees apply. And that's a wrap. Good night.
What the hell was that? What the hell just happened?
What happened? What happened? What happened?
Fell on the big giant cord.
Well, dumb, get this stupid retard out of here.
Oh my gosh.
Sorry, we have a stupid retard living with us this week. Where is she?
She's laying on the cord and I can't get her.
The cat.
No, I don't want her to pull the thing.
Hey, jackass, get out of here.
She fell.
Is this your cat?
Yeah. I'm going to grab her by the face here.
Chris, oh God. Don't hurt her.
If you unplug any of my wires, I'm going to skin you alive. Oh, there's hair everywhere.
Oh, Chris, I just vacuumed.
All right. Yeah, I pulled her hair out. Well, she's being
Is anyone
a
else
dumb.
finding humor in this?
No, this is kind of like animal abuse. I'm about ready to call the SPCA.